privilege. We bring our DJs, we bring some, you know, some artists to perform, and we bring in speakers to talk to them about the real truth about, you know, substance abuse, gun violence and its negative ramification, social media, you know, the importance of education, you know, peer pressure. We address all these issues, and by the time we leave, one of these topics will, you know, penetrate through this case.
And I mean, you know, you've been dealing with bullying, which is extremely important right now. And then you also deal with peer mediation, you know, and how, you know, how people end up getting killed just because someone felt like they were being disrespected, either on social media or in front of each other. And people actually are dying because, like, you said something about them that they didn't like. They didn't hit you.
Right.
They didn't slap you.
Right.
They just used some words, and you killed them.
Even some of we adults act a fool on social media. You see, let me put it like this. I know Juan Castello, and I know the mutual respect that we have for each other. I know my law enforcement people. I know my public officials. I have some real influential friends on my social media page. So that automatically alerts me not to act a fool. That automatically. I know kids, when we go to these schools and we do our presentations, these kids request us. So I'm aware of all of that. So before I act a fool, I'm aware of that. Kids are not aware of those. So that's where we have to take a responsibility to talk to these kids. That's what it's all about. I said that kids are just being kids. We say, oh, these kids are dumb. No, kids are just being kids. It's our responsibility to continue to talk to these kids. And some of these adults need to be talked to just as well.
And let me say this, you know, I'm proud of you, brother, because I know that conversation that we had, one of the things that we talked about, and I mentioned to you, was that I was tired of the marches.
Yes.
And I was tired of, you know, people just talking. And I said that, you know, what we need is we need organizations that are actually going to talk to the kids. Yep. You know, and talk to also some kids that are doing this stuff.
Right.
Because see, it's one thing you go talk to kids that are doing all right, and we got to save them too.
Yes.
There's no question about that. But see, you talk to kids also that are doing this stuff. Mm-hmm. And you know, you trying to change their minds about continuing that. And see, and that's where the difference comes. That's where we change our communities, you know. And kudos to you, brother, you know, because you know, you could have just taken the money and ran, okay? You know, like a lot of us do. You could have taken the money and ran and went and bought your big house in the suburbs and, you know, and left us, right? But you stayed, brother, you know, and because of that, man, I got much respect. And, you know, you always going to be a legend in my mind, you know, and not just for, you know, the music stuff and all of that, because all that's extremely important too. But by the end of the day, when I think of you, I think the Connecticut Against Violence, brother.
One, and let me clear this, you know, when people don't know you, they have all type of misconception about you. And I will give a shout out to my brother Tyrone Dunmore, who we call Terrible T.
Oh, Terrible T, big up, my brother. Oh my goodness.
For as many people that I could be giving a shout out, why did I mention this guy's name? Because this is a guy that I have a real intellectual conversation with. And he tells me, say, Kingsley, people think they know you. You see, people, you know, the barbershop talk, oh, Kingsley this and Kingsley that, Kingsley this and Kingsley that. He said, you know, it's easy for me to make money with a problem. Trust me. I know a lot of folks out there that I have broken records for, or I have worked with in the past. It's easy for me to make money with the problem, but I'm choosing to make money with the solution somewhere down the line. You see, you know, people say, oh, you got agenda this, you got agenda that, you got agenda. Don't worry about what kind of agenda it is. You see, you worry about what I was doing prior to doing this. One, you see, there are kids that go around signing patients up for dental. Have you seen that?
Yes.
I don't know if you recall, a few years ago, I did own some taxes from when I was running my record store. And within 2 weeks, I needed to go to court to either pay their taxes off or serve some time, 30 days in jail. It was a lot of money too. And with the assistance of my brother, I was able to come up with that money. However, I did go to take a job so I could go to court and show some real job paperwork. And it was about passing out flyers for dental company. Just go out, pass out flyers, and hopefully people show up. When I went to go take that job, what happened was I decided to come up with a street team tactic. That instead of just going out passing out flyers, let them go out there and actually sign up the patients. And when the patients come in, they get $20 incentive when the patient comes in. And let's also get a van to pick them up, because the dental company did accept state insurance. So we should go to the heart of where those type of patients are. They did agree to do it, however, they did not agree on the van part. Now, I hit the field myself. After having so many appointments signed up and only few coming in, they went back to the drawing board and said, you know what, I think we should get that van to pick the people up. The next thing you know, this dental office was opening dental offices all over the place. I was actually, one of my biggest staff was people just coming out of jail who would not get a job in a lot of different places. I said, you know what, put their khaki pants on, put their polo shirt on, and you go out there and you go hustle and get them patients in. Now it's a big thing being done all over the place. That's what I should have been doing, but instead I chose to go save these kids' lives.
Right. Well, brother, listen, I want to thank you for coming. Kudos to you and all the work that you're doing. Again, man, keep it up, man. Thank you so much for coming, brother.
I appreciate Juan.
Juan Castello with you. This is The Electric Drum on 94.3 WYBC.